Hey guys, it's Super Adventure back again with another Airsoft video, and this thing is going to blow your mind. This is called the ReMag, or Remote Magazine System by ReMag, and this is Airsoft innovation at its finest. Before we get started, remember to like the video if you end up liking it, and subscribe if you want more content just like this. Kevin over at ReMag was gracious enough to supply me with their Remote Magazine System, and I'll tell you what, this thing blew my mind. First off, what is it? It's called a ReMag system, Remote Magazine System. This magazine actually doesn't function as a magazine. Your magazine goes in here, and this goes wherever you want to put it. This is there just to get BBs fed in from this thing. Essentially what this does is it takes your existing magazine, so for example my MP7 magazine, converts it into a ReMag system with an HPA tap on the bottom, and it acts as kind of a BB placeholder. It never actually stores your BBs per se. You never actually have to change out the magazine that's in your weapon itself. So really you can just put it on your hip, put this into your gun, and change your mags out at your hip instead of on your gun. So for me, again, MP7 magazines only being 40 rounds, I have the PTS EPM1 magazine shoved into this thing. That gives me 250 rounds without even having to reload. So let's say you're investing into the Remote Magazine System for the first time. You will be getting, or you'll be sending in your magazine, or you'll be buying one of their pre-done magazines. You'll get a long hose and a short hose, the Remote Magazine System with the belt buckle hook on the back, super convenient by the way, and a couple of clips. Now most of you guys will be wondering, is this thing kind of uncomfortable to have dangling around? I use HPA anyways. This thing is actually shorter than my normal HPA line. I could honestly care less. It is not a hassle whatsoever. Honestly, just put this on your dominant side. For me, I put it on my right hip. Honestly, it just works. Like, you kind of forget that you even have a line in the first place, just like for HPA. I am a huge fan of this because this is actually innovation in Airsoft. You don't see many things like this just out in the field. When I saw videos of this thing on ReMag's channel, I was like, how does that work? So the BBs just kind of show up from your hip into your gun just randomly. Does this get caught? Does this actually work? Everything is meticulously made. Like, this thing is sturdy. It will never break. The tension system is actually amazing. The hooks that are keeping both ends together are also heavily solid, and they throw in extras when you actually buy the whole kit. The HPA tap on the bottom is also very tightly secured, and I have 0 gas leaks. It's got a very sturdy construction. A lot of the parts are 3D printed, and I'm not sure what material they used, but the print quality is amazing. Far better than the print quality that I've ever gotten out of any of my printers. I've been wanting to get invested into a lot of different GBB weapons, but I've always been afraid of having to spend that extra money just for these mags. These mags are expensive, and I get why, but I really don't want to spend more than the amount that I spent on the gun itself on just mags alone. I want you guys to understand the value in this product. I started looking at magazine options and stuff when I bought my MP7. Each magazine was about $50. Let's say I buy 4 magazines because I want about 160 rounds. Let's say I only want 160 rounds, right? That's about $200 in magazines that I would have to buy. HPA adapter and HPA drum mag options, those are about $150 to about $250, $270. Which is an incredible amount of money. ReMag will take your existing magazine and for $20 convert it into their ReMag system with an HPA tap on the bottom. $20 is all you have to spend if you already have one of these, and these don't even cost that much. This Remote Magazine System is only $80. So you're getting however much capacity that your high cap or mid cap will have when you plug it into this thing, and you're getting the HPA tap on the bottom, and you have less weight on your Airsoft gun because you don't have the BB weight that's in your Airsoft gun, and it's essentially universal. So let's say I buy an MP5 or I buy an MP9 or anything else, I can just have all my magazines sent out to ReMag, have them all tapped and switched out for about 20 bucks, and just use my Remote Magazine System the entire time. Boom, everything's converted into HPA, and I have the capacity of whatever mag I put in here. I am a firm believer that people will be using this thing heavily in the future, especially if you're one to run gas blowback guns consistently and often. This system works for pretty much any GBB system. Yes, your high kappa that you have a big M4 mag sticking out at the bottom, you don't need to have a big M4 mag sticking out the bottom anymore, because the mag that goes in your mag wall is literally the mag that it comes with, and your capacity is all down here. If you're one to consistently run a ton of GBB weapons and you're always like, oh man, I gotta reload, I have limited capacity, these magazines are extremely expensive, this is your solution, guys. Once you spend the $80 on this system, every GBB gun you have, just spend 20 bucks and he'll have it changed out for you. Or if you don't want to sacrifice your own mag, ReMag actually has pre-built mags on their website. Also, if your specific gun's not listed on their website, you can always email him and see if you can get something custom made or see if there's any sort of workaround. This just works, and it's practical. You would think it's kind of too much. In practice, it is so practical. Link to their website is in the description. Go get yourself a ReMag system. I personally love this thing and will be using it for a long time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Kevin over at ReMag for sending this system out. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.